Welcome everybody back. We're doing it again. We're at the D-Rock Debo Hydro 1700 show. We got our guest here, Moog, sorry. And
What's up, y'all?
he's from the our other podcast, D-Rock plus Woo's Equals podcast. So, excuse me, we left off with the topic of NBA legends, and now we're just gonna go into another topic here of movies. And we're gonna just fire off a few things, a couple of the lists that we got. Hydro, I think you had the list. We don't
Yeah.
particularly have like lists set already on hand, but he did have a column or at least a couple of list ideas. So go ahead and fire those off.
All right. So I had a couple ones that I had started on the other day, but I didn't finish all of it. But I had top mystery thriller movies of all time. So we can dissect this list or see if
Okay.
anybody else agrees with it. I had Usual Suspects at number one.
Mm-hmm.
I had Seven as number two. I
Okay.
had Mindhunters at number three. I had LA Confidential at number four. I had Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider at a tie at number five.
You were you was feeling that Morgan Freeman there at the end. You was feeling that along came the spider and Kiss the
Kiss the
Girls. Was
Girls.
that
Yeah.
yeah? It
Both
was two
dope ass
Morgan
movies.
Freemans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both
for
Alice
sure.
Cross movies. Both were dope as shit too.
Hold on, and Morgan Freeman was in Seven too. He's just
He
Yeah,
rocking that
was.
whole list for you.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
killed it. He killed it. Can't go wrong with
he's a
Morgan
great
Freeman,
actor.
man.
Oh yeah,
He's
He's
a great actor
dope,
for
man.
sure.
dude, he's on
He's
mixtape now.
Right,
yeah.
right, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw
um,
it out there about Usual Suspect. Does anybody agree or disagree with Usual Suspect as number one?
That's one of the best movies.
yeah, that's one of the best movies I've seen. I
Yeah.
I I don't. I would probably have put Seven on top.
All right. Now, me personally, the reason why I say is the best because I love a good thriller mystery movie, and
Mm-hmm.
most thriller mystery movies, I can kind of figure out who the killer is or like what the plot twist is. Usual
Mm-hmm.
Suspect is one of those ones that blew my fucking mind. I did not get it. I did not know. When
Mm-hmm.
he walked out of that police station and just straightened up that walk,
Oh yeah,
blew my fucking mind. I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
Then the
yep.
whole
Yeah.
scene when he ran it back and just all the shit that was in the office that he was just rambling off of, shit blew my mind. I was
Mm-hmm.
not ready for that.
You ever see the Key and Peele
Yeah.
spinoff on that?
The what?
Key and Peele spinoff on it.
No.
They did a little skit on it. You got to check that out. It was pretty funny.
I'll check it out. But I never seen it. But
You
I'll definitely
got
check it
anything
out.
over there, Moogs?
Well, I was gonna say something I thought he might have left off. What about Fight Club?
See, Fight Club, I figured it out. But it's
Real
still a
quick?
dope movie. No, not real quick, but I figured it out before they revealed it.
Okay.
But it's still a dope movie. But I just I felt like the ones that I list were better psychologically than Fight Club. Now, Fight Club, I'll watch more because I just enjoyed the shit out of it.
Right.
But I think, like, psychologically, like on some thinking shit, I think the ones I picked were better than Fight Club.
What about
But
Mm-hmm.
what about Inception?
Inception was dope. Was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Was a crazy movie.
Yeah.
He said plot twist thriller is what you were saying.
Yeah, like thriller mystery movie where you got to figure out
Mm.
like kind of like solve the mystery of like who the killer is or like who the antagonist in the movie is, like that kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. So on my list, I had the movie Mindhunters. Has anybody seen that,
No.
I have not seen that.
Who's in that?
bro? Christian Slater's in it. LL Cool
Mm-hmm.
J's in it. Val Kilmer's in it. If you haven't seen
Mm-hmm.
it, bro, check this movie out. It is
Okay.
fucking dope. I think it's
And
I think it's on Amazon Prime.
mm-hmm.
If not, it might be on Tubi. But you know, Tubi's free, but
Right.
it's got the ads in it.
TV.
So like, it should it, the reason why I got Tubi because Tubi has
Hmm.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Like shit that you
Okay.
ain't seen or heard of in a long time, you can go on Tubi and find it. Like the commercials definitely blow me, but it'll be
Hmm.
worth it sometimes. Like when you try to find that movie you ain't seen in a while, you like, damn, Netflix ain't got it no more. Prime got it, but you gotta rent it.
Yeah.
Tubi got that shit for
And you
free.
don't want to go through the process of doing all the trials and all that other
Right,
credit
right,
card
right.
swipes
You just go
and
to
doing
Tubi
all
and
that. I
watch
could
that shit.
understand that. Yeah.
I also
I
be
just
hearing
do.
I could
about
understand that.
Tubi's got their bootleg movies on there too. Them straight to
Y-
DVD type movies.
Yeah, they got shit ton of those. Now my wife, she likes those kind of like stupid, straight to DVD, made in the backyard movies. For some reason, she likes
So,
them.
some of those are sleepers.
Some of them are
Hmm.
sleepers, but there's a lot of
Try to tell.
terrible ones,
Oh yeah,
and she
Yeah.
loves them. And she just watches them all the time and tries to make me sit through them. I fucking hate it.
yeah,
But yeah, it's a lot of those bad ones on there. But there are some good ones though. There are some
yeah.
good ones. I ain't gonna
Hmm.
lie.
Well, just like some randoms or just the
Yes, some
titles that you've
random
seen
good ones.
before.
Like, damn, there was this one that she made me watch with her.
Hold
It
on.
was actually
Is
pretty
this where
good.
is this where you found Turkish Rambo?
No, no, no. No, I found
This
Turkish Rambo on
he's
YouTube.
never
I
he's
seen the
never
video
heard
on
it.
that.
You know about Turkish Rambo?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That
nice,
shit is
nice.
so fucking terrible, man. It's so terrible, it's good. It's so terrible, it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but nah, but definitely you guys definitely check out Mindhunters. It's fucking dope. So basically the premise of the movie is like there's a team of FBI profilers. They're training at Quantico, and Val Kilmer is like their trainer or their like trainer officer or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
he's training them. So he takes them out to this remote island where there's been like a murder on the island,
Mm-hmm.
and they gotta like use their forensics. They got like DNA, forensic, all that kind of shit, and try to figure out who committed the murder. It's like a serial killer type dude,
Yeah.
and while they're on the island, somebody starts killing them off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
they go in thinking like it's staged and like it's like what they call that shit like fuck, I can't, why is my brain not working right now? Like a
Uh,
simulation. It's like a simulation.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
when the
Like a.
first person gets killed, everybody starts freaking out like what the fuck, like is he really dead? But he's really dead. So
Mm-hmm.
when they figure out that he's really dead, then they start trying to figure out like who killed him.
Hmm.
And one by one,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's picking them off. And he's picking them
Mm-hmm.
off based on like he knows their psychological history. So he's picking them off based on like their mistakes or their weakness or what they think
Yeah.
is their strength. He's using it as their
No.
weakness.
Okay.
Got you. Got
But
you. Got you.
it's only the recruits on the island. So one of them is the killer, and they're all at each other's throat trying to figure out who's the killer.
Okay.
Mm.
It's
So it's
fucking
almost like
crazy.
a. It's almost
That's
like
pretty dope.
an island version of like an Clue or something like that. Not to
Yeah,
make it,
but like
not to
no, it's
generalize it or make it sound
no,
corny or
but
something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
definitely like an island version of Clue. But the thing is, you're dealing with all like superpowered minds, like FBI profilers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So all of them are profiling each other, trying to figure out who's the killer. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it crazy because all of them think they're that smart or they're that good, and they think they know who the killer is, but they they all be wrong. And it's
Yeah.
like you gotta see
Mm-hmm.
it, man. This fucking movie is crazy, man. It's so underrated because it came out in theaters, but it was like a low budget film. Didn't have a lot of marketing
Mm-hmm.
or shit like that. But like, I happened to watch it like shit when video stores were still popping.
Blockbusters.
Like,
Really?
yeah, like it came
Something
out.
with LL Cool J. I didn't never hear that one.
Yeah, it came out like I'm not gonna say early, like maybe like 2009, 2010 ish. Like right when video stores were really like dying off. But you remember down by the way they used to have Hollywood Video.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I went to
Yeah.
Hollywood Video. We rented it one night at my mom's house. Went back to my mom's house, watched it with them, and I was like, "Damn, this shit was fucking dope, man."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really
Shout
good
outs
movie.
to Hollywood Video, man. It was like So when you go to Blockbuster, right? It's like that's already when I was younger. That was already a special trip in one.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was
Oh
like, yes. Not only can you go in there, not first of all, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this. Maybe this is just me. But one thing I used to always love when I used to go into Blockbuster, dude, the smell of the inside of Blockbuster, like when you went in there, I was
oh
just
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yes, I'm in a fresh ass fucking
yeah,
DVD game heaven, right?
yeah.
But when you
Blockbuster's
walked
the
into
shit.
like but when you no, but see, but when you walked in like Hollywood Video, it's like going to like Walmart and then going to like Target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like Blockbuster's like Walmart, but then like Hollywood Video's like Target. It's like it's the same thing, same video, but it just looks like flyer, a little fresher over here. Like it looks a little
Hmm.
cooler
Yeah.
inside. You know,
Yeah,
so they got
yeah.
different candies you've never seen before or
Right,
something like
right,
that.
right, right,
I want to say I think
Hmm.
they
right.
only got one left still in the U.S.
Yeah,
Really,
one
they're
Blockbuster.
still going.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's in Oregon. I think.
I think it's like an Airbnb now or something like that too, like
Yeah,
an off
yeah. I
off.
think it's. Yeah, I think it's in Oregon. It's
they
a
rent
documentary on
DVDs.
Netflix about it.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
rent VHS, DVDs, everything. It's a
Really?
yeah,
Target is
it's a
back for a system
fuck, what's it called?
for the
It's
PS.
a documentary on Netflix. It's called The Last Blockbuster.
I seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched the documentary.
No.
It's in Oregon, and like people are trying to keep the store open, so they're like donating shit to it. Like somebody donated like the armor that excuse me, Russell Crowe wore and
Yeah.
Gladiator.
Yeah. The Gladiator.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on
really?
so it's on display in the store to just try to get more
Hmm.
people to come into the store so they keep it open.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
there's
pretty
one
cool,
left.
man.
I wouldn't take a trip to
But
Oregon just to see it, but if I was there, I would definitely go there
Oh yeah.
just for that video. Something about going to the video store was so much fun, man.
I feel like it'll come back. I feel like somehow they'll figure out a way
Oh,
to major city
yeah.
now,
where you are.
do you do the old school dick move and you go all the way to Oregon and you get the membership card and you just never take the DVD back, or you never rewind
I would.
the
I would. I
VHS, just
definitely
pull the
would.
dick move?
Like if I happen to be in Oregon, I would definitely go and get a card, rent something, and probably not take it back. So if I'm over there, don't give me a card because you're not getting your movie back. Yeah, but I definitely would.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely would.
So
Yeah, man. Blockbuster was the shit.
I had a question about with your genre and everything like that. I didn't have a movie or two, but I had a couple shows that are kind of in that
Okay.
lane.
Hmm.
I had Black Mirror.
Oh, that
Oh,
show
yeah.
is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy.
That
That's
show is
wild.
fucking nuts, man.
It's
I'm gonna
awesome.
tell you the first I seen it. Matter of fact,
Okay,
with my
let's just
wife,
dive. We could just dive into that one if you guys
we could
want to.
dive
But
into that. That show is
Oh yeah,
fucking nuts.
seriously, yeah, that show is awesome.
So I didn't know or hear about it. Like when me and my wife first started dating, she put me on to it, and I watched the episode with the guy from Captain America that played Falcon,
hmm
Hmm.
where he was like the dude going into like the virtual reality world, being a
yeah,
gay dude with another with his
yeah.
homeboy or something.
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
yeah. That was the
fucking
first
nuts,
one you
bro.
watched. That was the
Bro,
first one you watched.
bro, I knew nothing about it.
Damn.
She was already into it. She like,
No
oh,
warm up.
so she
Yeah,
like, I jumped right in. I'm like, what the fuck? And she
yeah,
like, no, I'm telling you, babe. She like, this shit is wild, but it's crazy. You gotta watch it. So we go back, we start watching. I'm like, bro, this shit is nuts, bro. It's almost
Hmm.
like Twilight Zone meets Law and Order SVU
yeah.
type
Oh yeah,
shit. Like it's out
Yeah,
there, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah,
show is fucking crazy, man.
Honestly, that first episode, if that's the one you watched, I'm surprised you watch more of it because some people, will get turned off or something
yeah.
like off
Some
those.
people will never even watch that again.
Yeah, see now, see that's the thing. Like, I don't mind like if gay stuff fits the narrative of the story, I'm
Right.
okay with it.
Yeah. If
What I
it's not
don't
being
like,
forced.
right? What I don't like is like when you have a character that's already established in a show, and then you just shove a gay person on the show for no apparent reason.
Mhm.
That pisses me off. That pisses me off to no
Mm.
return. And
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, you're gay bash or homophobe." I'm not. I don't need a gay guy in my superhero show if he serves no purpose there other than just to have a gay guy on the show.
Yeah.
Like that's
Just
just
to check off the
stupid.
box.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Like that's just stupid. Like the show Arrow. Like I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but I was a big Arrow fan.
Yeah.
And then they
Mm-hmm.
just threw Mr. Terrific on the show and made him gay. And I'm like, Mr. Terrific's not gay. He wasn't gay in the comic books or the cartoon. Why is he gay
Mm-hmm.
now? Like, it just didn't make any sense. But
No.
like the movie The Crying Game, it's a really good movie
Mm-hmm.
about gay dudes. Philadelphia, about gay dudes. Fucking great movie. I don't mind gay stuff in movies if it fits the narrative of the story.
Yeah.
I just don't
Mm-hmm.
like when they just shove it down your throat for no reason. Like if you're
Mm-hmm.
watching He-Man Master of the Universe and then now He-Man's gay, like what? Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh
just
yeah.
that's the crazy shit to me.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Like a show like The Wire, they did it, about as good as you can.
Right,
Yeah, those
right.
shows like
But like
that, they're
that
just
fit the
classic
narrative of the
quality.
story. Like Anna
Mm-hmm.
Beasy on Oz.
Yeah.
When he was raping
Mm-hmm.
niggas, was like, I ain't gay, I'll just get my dick sucked. He was just raping niggas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that fit the narrative of the story. If motherfucker
Yeah.
in prison for life, he might do some shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's
But
true.
that fit the narrative of the story. I just don't like when they just shove it in for no reason, just to check that box, like you said. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we got a black guy, we got an Asian guy, we got a gay person, we got a trans person. Oh, we got a perfect show. Nobody can be mad at
Mm-hmm.
us. Like that's what I don't
Yeah,
like.
yeah. The episode that I liked the most was or not. They were all pretty good.
Yeah.
In their own respect, but the one that sticks out to me the most is the one where the dude was stealing the people's DNA in the office and taking it
Oh
back so that he
yeah,
could play a video game at his
then
house
yeah.
using those people.
Yeah.
That, you know what? The reason why, because to be honest, the spaceship intergalactic shit was mad corny. Like that whole setup was like. But if you understood like an old school
Right.
setting like Star Trek, then you can kind of get it. But that was to me like one of the most satisfying endings ever to one of
Yeah.
those shows, Joe. When that dude literally got trapped in probably the smallest place that you can get trapped in the middle of nowhere and just in the middle of your mind, just stuck
Yeah.
there, like literally the cameras panning out with him just nowhere,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stuck in his chair.
Every
Yeah.
one of those
That's
episodes, I feel like they did a good job putting them together. They were entertaining,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
left you thinking at the end.
Definitely.
The
Mm-hmm.
show to me it was so dope because it was so left field.
Yeah.
But
Came
it
out of
made
nowhere.
it made sense somehow though. Like it was so left field. Like because a lot of shows they try to do what that show did. They try to go like way outside the box, but they just go too far
Mm-hmm.
and it's just over the top and it doesn't make sense. But like they went left, but they made it make sense. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I thought it was like to me it was great writing. Like this,
Yeah.
it was very well written.
Oh
That
yeah,
was,
the writing
it was
is
dope,
very
man.
very well done.
And
That show was
For every
and some
single
of the big
episode.
names they had in there too. Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
show
had
was
some big
really
names in
good.
there.
Man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that show was really good. Man.
they
That
put
show was
that
really
together
good.
very well. Hmm.
Yeah, that shit caught me off guard. But like you said, that first episode did what I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
See,
I ain't gonna lie,
what's
but I was
crazy?
like, what the fuck?
What's crazy is that that's not even the first episode.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's where I
not.
was like,
But
why
she was
didn't they
already
just
kind of
start you from the
into it,
beginning?
and like I had like it was like one night we first started like staying over each other's houses. So like I was staying over and she was like watching the show, and I came over and she was like, "Oh, I'm watching my show right now. You can come on over." Whatever. So I came over and that episode was starting as I came in. So I just got relaxed and watched it with her. I was like, "Oh, that's what's we call it from Captain America." So I'm watching. I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh, nah, what's going on here?" But like the show, it was good. She was like, "You never seen this before?" We like, "Oh, we gonna start it over." So we started from first episode and watched it all the way through. I was
Hmm.
like, "Damn, this shit is really good."
did you
Yeah.
finish? You finished the whole series.
Yeah, the show was fucking awesome, man.
I mean, that last
Like,
episode was dope.
yeah, like I like good TV like that where you don't hear about it, doesn't get great promotion, and you just come across it and it's really good.
Yeah.
I love TV
Yeah, and
shows like that.
they didn't make it like all what do you call it? Something that would be like all poppy, like all soft,
Commercial.
Yeah,
and
like
something where you
right,
watch it and you just be
commercial,
like,
like where everybody.
yeah,
Yeah, like I love
Try to
shows
keep it
like that.
mainstream.
Yeah, like I
yeah,
love those hidden
hmm
gem shows where you just come across them by accident, watch it, you like, damn, this is fucking dope. Like I love shows like that
Like
because
Breaking
it's
Bad.
nothing.
Breaking Bad's one of those shows for me.
Yeah, it's nothing
yeah,
more than a show getting so hyped up and then it just fucking lets you down.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
yeah.
nothing worse than that. It's nothing worse than that. Nothing
But
worse.
you know what show caught me off guard though
What's
was
that?
a ballad of Buster Scruggs. You ever seen that?
Oh, you talking about that movie on Netflix? I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen that.
oh,
It's
dude,
like a
that
Western
caught me
parody
off
type
guard.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I know what you're talking about.
it's a Western story about like three or four short stories within
Mhm.
the movie,
What's it called again?
and it's called A Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
But
about. I didn't see
but
it from start to finish. I saw one of the stories.
which one did you see?
Which one was it? Because I saw because matter of fact, Kawan was telling me about it, and he was watching it one day, and I happened to catch some of it, but I never seen it from start
Hmm
to finish. But I know exactly what you're talking about because I put it's on my list on my Netflix. I put it on my list to watch it, but
Because one
I
of
never
them.
got around to watching it.
So one of the stories is right. I'm gonna try to blast through this real quick. So one of the stories is this dude owns a wagon and he goes from town to town, and he has this guy who's like a full blown amputee, no arms and no legs, and
Mhm.
so he puts him on a stage in front of everyone, and he tells these like magnificent stories, like he's like, oh, this and the far off lands, and everyone's like, oh my god. And so at the end of each show, the dude walks around with a hat and goes, you know, like, can I get some money for the, the great storytelling? And so it got to a point where his shows just wasn't coming up with no bread. And
Mhm.
so the dude was in town and saw a chicken. And like everyone was going to this chicken. So the chicken could do math. So literally people would shout out, they would say, uh, 11 plus 2. And the chicken would go and ding, he would ding 22. Like literally they would be like 3 minus 1. And they would
Yeah.
ding, it would be 2. Like literally this chicken was so smart. So he buys that chicken. And so
Mhm.
now they're at the camp and you got the amputee dude there and the chicken there, and
Mhm.
like one of them has to go, right? I, so they're like literally but there's it's like silent, okay? No one really talks the whole entire time besides when the dude is doing the storytelling or whatever. Mind you, I'm just gonna quickly put this because it's so fucked up. He gets drunk one day at the camp and decides that he wanted to go to a whorehouse. And he has the dude strapped on his back inside the whorehouse, right? He's going up the stairs. He puts him in the room, right?
Mhm.
Puts him in the room, and they're about, him and the girl's about to get it on and shit. And he looks back and goes, "Oh shit!" Turns dude like straight around, like in the room. So he finishes his business, right? And then
Mhm.
anyway, that was funny. But it was so fucked up. So at the end, now there's the choice between the chicken and the dude. So they're riding in the wagon to the next town or whatever. Dude crosses a bridge and he looks down, throws this huge rock down there. It's like,
Yeah.
right in the river, like, he walks right back to the wagon. And then in the next scene, you just see the wagon taking off. And in the back was only the chicken. So,
Is it
he
meant to be? Is
straight
it meant
up
to be a
threw.
comedy?
Yeah, it's like a dark comedy, dude. It's like it's so funny, dude. Like literally, when I saw that shit, I said, I swear to God, if this dude is not in the back of this fucking wagon, I'm gonna start laughing my ass off, dude. I saw that shit, dude, and I was crying.
Yeah,
I was straight up crying, dude.
Yeah,
So funny.
I'm gonna definitely have to
I
check
got.
that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah,
out
man.
too. I got that on my list. I just haven't gotten around to watching it, but I know what you're talking about.
You said it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh
It's one of
yeah,
those Netflix originals.
Okay.
it is hilarious. Each story has its own, but it's like serious. But it's like this most serious comedy that you could probably ever see.
Okay. I'll check that out.
All
Either one of
right.
y'all see the Glass Onion?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
Have you
didn't
have
see
you
that
seen
one.
the original Knives Out movie?
No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you gotta see that. The
When's
Glass
that?
Onion was dope though.
When was that made?
It was I want to say like 2017 or 18, I think.
Hmm.
But it's just called Knives Out.
Yeah.
But it's got the same
I've heard
guy,
of the movie. Yeah.
Daniel Craig, that plays the detective dude.
Yeah.
He's in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a rack of people in it. Chris Evans is in it. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It's a rack of people in it. But it's like this guy is like this rich guy. He got like a bunch of bratty kids. They're just spoiled, want to be. They're all waiting on him to die to get his will or whatever.
Hmm.
So he ends up having like his 80th, 89th birthday party or something, and he invites all his kids and their like spouses and grandkids and shit, and he dies. And the next
Mm-hmm.
morning, the detective dude Daniel Craig shows up, and he's like investigating it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Why
Mm-hmm.
are you here?" Because the police are already there. And he like, "Well, somebody hired me to solve this murder." And they like, "No, my dad committed suicide. Like he didn't get murdered. He committed suicide."
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So he ends up trying to figure out who killed him or whatever. They end up solving this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking good, man. If you like the Glass Onion, you'll fuck with it. It was fucking
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the
Yeah,
better movies they had out on Netflix recently.
yeah, yeah. I like the Glass Onion a lot. It was good.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you mentioned that I just finished watching it today.
Yeah.
Cause
Mm-hmm.
I started watching
Well,
it
the
like last week, and then I forgot. I think I fell asleep on it or something. So I rewatched it today from start to finish.
Yeah.
oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you definitely need to check that out, D-Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely. Well, if you're putting stuff on listen, yeah, I'll definitely throw that on there
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
definitely one of the better Netflix movies. Cause Netflix got a lot of dumb movies and they just keep churning them out.
What you think
Yeah,
about?
Like,
people are getting paid off of that stuff, man.
What you think about Irishman? The Irishman.
um,
I know y'all did the list on the mafia stuff, but
I liked it. I felt like if all right, let me say this because I thought the acting in it superb. Can't
yeah.
ask for a better cast than what you had.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like it didn't need to be 3 hours and some change.
Yeah.
I felt like if it was like a 220, maybe 230, I
Yeah.
felt like it would have been better. I felt like it was just
What they
drawn
took
out
it
too
back?
long.
They took it back from the old country, from the original when they
Yeah, I
first
feel like
were
they just made it
Irish
too
and
long.
everything.
Yeah.
But I love the movie though. Love the
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
To me,
Mm-hmm.
and the only reason why I didn't put that in my top five mafia movies, because to me it wasn't enough violence in it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I
And
heard
I know,
what y'all were talking about on there, and I think you had Casino or stuff like the Goodfellas,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That era was a beast.
Yeah,
Oh
because like
yeah.
those movies had great acting, great dialogue, great storytelling, but it still had the action too. Like The Irishman was just
Mm-hmm.
more storytelling and like why the people do the things why they did the things they did, and why shit was moving the way it was moving. Thought it was a dope
Mm-hmm.
movie though.
Yeah.
Thought it was a dope
Yeah.
movie. I watched it more than once, so it's definitely rewatchable. But I just felt like it didn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many movies that are worth watching 3 hours.
Right, right. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like even the Avengers, like the Avengers Endgame. I
Yeah.
love the movie. I've seen it probably start to finish 3 times.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how many
Mm-hmm.
times I just put it on and watch certain scenes in it. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Right.
said Batman and Superman. I think that was another one that was like 3+.
3 plus for no
Yeah.
reason. If they'd have condensed that to an hour 40, the movie would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
no reason it need to be 3 hours or something.
Well, they like to do a lot of explanations because people go to Twitter and then they start going to their website saying, "Well, this movie didn't have this. It didn't feature this. This was incorrect." People like to like nitpick, so they
They
have
they
to
do.
stretch
They
Oh
it
yeah.
do.
out so that they can explain
If you don't
every
give a
step of the
character
way.
story, each character has
Yeah,
a
I
Yeah.
mean, I get it, but at the same time, if you make the movie good, you don't need all of that. You look at John Wick 1, 2, and 3. You can't tell me any of
Hmm.
them make any kind of sense. You
yeah.
mean to tell me this
Hmm.
motherfucker killed 296 people over a dog? You were that man over a dog? Dude, you got all this gold in your basement under the floor. You could have bought you 10 more dogs.
Yeah.
But you killed 296 people over a dog? The fucking movie was awesome though. So who's not
Yeah.
gonna watch it?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you make a good
Oh
movie,
man.
you don't need to have 9 hours of dialogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I appreciate good film and good acting. I
Hmm.
do.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of studios and movies, they do it trying to overdo it, thinking about Oscar buzz. We want to win an Oscar, and they just overkill it sometimes.
Like that last Matrix.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that was uber whack.
yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like some movies just do it for no reason. They don't need to.
Yeah.
They don't need
Hmm.
to. They don't need to. Like you can make a good movie in an hour and 40 minutes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's possible. It's very
Yeah.
possible.
You can even push it to the 2 hour for real.
You can even push the two hours,
I'll
but
take a 2 hour if it's solid. I'll take the 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
I'll take 3 hours if it's solid and makes sense. Like
Yes, if it.
Scarface, 3 hours and change. I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times I watched Scarface from start to finish, but it made
Mhm.
sense. It didn't feel like I was sitting for 3 hours, and in the hour and 40 minute mark, I'm like, okay, what is this for? Like this scene is so unnecessary.
Mhm.
Like everything was just going
Yeah.
from one scene to another. It would just go, and the movie just goes by. You know what I mean? It made sense. It didn't feel like they were just stretching
Mhm.
it out just to have a long, drawn out movie that's, oh, it's going to win an Academy Award. It didn't feel like they were trying to go for that.
So let me ask y'all this:
Right.
How long? How long do you give a bad movie?
How long do I give a bad movie? Depends on how bad it is. Depends on how bad it is.
I've had to walk out. I've only walked out of one movie
What was that?
cheap theater. So I was okay with the results.
I
I
walked
forget
out
what
of
that movie
one movie
was, but
before,
I
and that
lasted
movie
like at
was,
least
uh,
15, 20 minutes. I think I lasted
what the
that
fuck
movie.
was that movie? What was it called? Fuck, it was so bad. Oh man, what the fuck was the name?
I know when I watched.
Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet. That was the word. The movie
Ultraviolet.
with
Mhm.
the chick from Resident Evil
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It
What
was
about
so terrible.
Mhm.
what about The Happening? Did y'all ever see that?
No, I didn't see it, but I
Mm.
know I did see the happening. That's the dumbass movie where the trees are killing people.
Yeah, and the guy sits in front of the lawnmower,
Tree
lets it run
killers.
over. The guy gets run over by a lawnmower. Like,
Trees are killing people. It was so fucking stupid. But the only thing that kept me going in that is when the people started killing themselves. The way they were killing themselves,
oh
it
yeah,
had me entertained.
yeah,
But the premise of the
Mhm.
movie when it got to the end of like why do we, I'm like this is so fucking stupid.
yeah,
Trees are killing
Yeah.
people. Like
yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? But they ain't killing them. It ain't like the trees are coming alive and the branches are ripping people's heads off. No, the leaves are just the wind blows and leaves blow and you just die. Like what the fuck?
Oh man.
It was so
No,
stupid.
I don't
Hey,
know about that.
what was that Sandra Bullock movie where she referred to her kids as boy girl and there's something out in the
Oh,
air or
the
whatever?
Fuck. That was the one of the Netflix ones.
Yeah, that was on point though.
The Bird Box.
Yeah, Bird Box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah,
like
that was tight though.
pandemic,
That was tight.
pandemic sleeper
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was
or
tight.
pre.
That was definitely tight. I definitely fuck with that one right there. If
yeah.
if if given, a real
Yeah,
life
the
wild
happening was
situation,
so
that's crazy.
stupid, man. And I can remember being so amped up to see the happening. Like the trailer had me so
Oh
intrigued.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fucking dope. And it
Mhm.
started off, and like when they started going crazy, and the construction workers were just jumping off the thing, fucking themselves up. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this is bananas. And then it just went somewhere where I
Dumb.
don't. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, then Mark Wahlberg trying to be like an educated scientist, dude. But that was just, what the fuck? Like, dude,
Are
if you
you
don't
sure?
break
Whoa,
somebody's neck
whoa,
or
whoa,
something, I'm like, what
whoa!
the
You trying to
fuck?
say Mark Wahlberg can't be educated scientist in the movie?
No, he can't. He can't.
Yeah, that's out of his range. I
I
agree.
like Mark Wahlberg. Don't get me wrong.
That
I like
stretched
him.
too
I
far.
like his movies. He makes some good movies, but that's not the role for him.
Yeah.
Not the role for him. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the role. That's like Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to play Abraham Lincoln. That's not going to work.
The
It's not
role
going to work.
the role he played in Pain and Gain, that was a good role for him.
That's a role for him. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? That's a role for him.
Arnold
That's not the
Schwarzenegger playing
him.
Abraham Lincoln.
See, all the sentences and the trees. The trees are coming. The wind's blowing. Photosynthesis. Like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, who's taking you as a fucking genius? You're a fucking meathead. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was so terrible, man. Oh my god, that movie was so bad.
Oh
That movie
yeah.
shit!
was so bad. That
Oh,
movie was so bad. Like,
photosynthesis,
That's one of those movies
killing.
my cousin had me go with him to go watch, and I never let him forget about that. I'm like, you got a recommendation for a movie? It better not be like The Happening, because I'm gonna sit my and go to sleep.
yeah,
You owe
like,
me
nah, bro.
5 movies before that,
That's
dude.
not the role for Mark
Oh
Wahlberg.
yeah,
He needs that Four
Educated
Brothers
scientist.
kind of role. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the role he
He,
needs.
yeah.
That's the
he
role
needs
he
that
needs.
departed cop role.
Yeah, just a fucking jacked
Yeah,
up meathead
Oh, so
trying to
you
get
think
into
Southie?
shit. Yeah, just a fucking meathead talking shit, getting into fights, wrecking shit. That's the kind of role he needs. Like, no, that's not the role for him.
uh,
Like, I
bar
don't.
bouncer.
Right, right. Like, I love Bruce
Uh,
Willis. I love him to death. One of my favorite
mhm.
actors of all time. But I don't want to see Bruce Willis in a role playing a guy that's dying from cancer. I don't want to see him in that role. Not the role for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not going to turn out to be a good movie. And there's
Bruce
no
Willis
knock.
playing running back in a football movie.
Right. And there's no knock to Bruce Willis. It's just that's not the role for him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I need him trapped in a building with 35 terrorists around. He's got a gun, a knife, and a lighter. That's the kind of movie he's in. That's the
Hmm.
kind of movie for him.
Speaking on that, I feel like they're probably gonna try to get one more out of him. That Die
I
Hard
feel
sequel.
like they are too. I feel like, and guess what? I'll be the first one in line to watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love fucking Die Hards. I love all of them.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Classic icons,
You can't go wrong with John
staples.
McClane. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Is that
Yippee
considered a
ki
Christmas movie to you?
That's definitely a Christmas movie. It's definitely a Christmas movie.
I know, I know,
I watch it. I watch it every year around Christmas time, so it's definitely a Christmas movie to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Any
but,
time of the.
yeah.
So okay,
Damn.
Die Hard. Hold on. Die Hard or Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard for me.
All day.
Die Hard.
Okay, what? So
And I
so
don't. I don't.
what?
I love Lethal Weapon
So
movies
why?
too. I like them, but
Yeah.
Die Hard for me.
I gotta agree.
Okay. Because Lethal Weapon was tight though.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon was good. No knock on Lethal Weapon, but I would just prefer Die Hard.
Did y'all
Is
watch
that
But
the one? Is Lethal Weapon the one where Mel Gibson tried to put his shoulder back in its socket
yeah,
by
yeah,
beating it against the
yeah,
wall?
yeah, yeah. That's Lethal Weapon, and that's why I can't beat Die Hard. But just like Lethal Weapon had some dope scenes in the movies. I feel like the first one was the best one.
Yeah.
I feel like after the first one, each one went downhill.
Yeah.
Second one was
Mhm.
watchable. The third one was like, what the fuck? The
Yeah,
fourth one was just so over
They
the top
got
and
Joe
ridiculous to me.
Pesci and shit. They started acting getting crazy.
And the
Die
fourth one
Die
was
Hard was consistent.
yeah, the fourth
Yeah,
Lethal Weapon was
yeah,
so bad because Mel Gibson and Danny Glover were old farts. And you gonna tell me these two old farts
yeah.
gonna beat Jet Li up? Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
No
Right.
fucking way. No fucking
Yeah.
way. These two old farts are gonna beat Jet Li's ass? Like,
Jet
are
Li
you
did
I
kidding
can't
me?
even
He
believe.
did give him the
I
business
can't even
though.
believe it.
He gave him the
Yeah, I'm
business,
about
but
to.
there's no way on God's green earth. I don't care if they had gun, 10 four-leaf clovers shoved up their ass. They're not gonna get that lucky to beat him. There's no fucking way on God's green earth. Like that was just like that right there was just like nah, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled a good one, a good old actor out the hat, man. Jet Li. That
Yeah,
dude
like
was
what the fuck,
give you
man?
some. Where is he
Like,
at?
and that was Jet Li, like prime Jet Li. You know
Last
what I
time,
mean? Like,
Yeah,
last time I saw Jet Li
yeah.
was Expendables. I think 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
Expendables
That's right.
3,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah. So
Mhm.
And I hear they got another Rush Hour coming out. Not to just stick with the Asian theme, but Jackie Chan is
Yeah,
that was in his prime. You couldn't mess with him.
yeah, yeah.
dude,
Couldn't, couldn't.
Jackie Chan fell
But
down
I
so
don't
many
know if I want
scaffolds,
another
yo.
Rush Hour. I don't know if I need another Rush Hour.
I asked myself about that too.
Yeah, I don't need another
They
one.
see they
That's
be
just crazy.
forcing stuff like
I
that though.
thought the third
Sometimes,
one was
like
so ridiculous and over the top.
Yeah.
dude,
I thought
that
it
that
was.
new Coming to America was so over the top, dude.
I didn't
I,
even watch it.
I
That,
still
that,
haven't even watched it.
dude,
I
don't.
didn't.
I mean, if you want to just critique something for how you wish it was better, then yes, you can go ahead and watch that.
I mean,
I don't.
my mom had the same take you had on it, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't like it?" Like,
Yeah,
And
I don't
I was
need.
excited to see it.
I don't need 40-year later sequels. I just feel like that's so
Mm,
stupid to me.
yeah,
I just feel like
you
that's
you
so
just
stupid
have
to
to
me
be in that time realm to
because
watch
it's
that.
not going to make sense
yeah,
now. Like nowadays, like to me, it's just like the premise of the movie doesn't make sense nowadays. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like he's going to find a girl. Like this nigga just get on Instagram, find 10 bitches in 10 minutes.
yeah.
Like it makes no sense to me. Like
But humor is
Yeah,
relatable. We try to modernize it.
yeah, like it. I don't know. And then waiting 50 years to make a sequel is just stupid to me.
yeah,
I
Now,
don't
now, if
know.
they came out with another Friday, I'd probably watch that if they were able to do that before John Witherspoon passed.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah, yeah. But
yeah. But now
but
that
the
that crack
Friday
closed the door
is
on that though.
but the Fridays when they came out with the Fridays, it wasn't always like exactly the same cast.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like how they
hmm
switched from Chris Tucker to Mike Epps. You know what I mean? And the
Matt
movie
Ryan.
Friday makes sense because it's just what happens on a Friday. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? In the
hmm
hood, that can happen any time, any year. You know what I mean? Any place. You know what I mean?
could,
It
could
kind of
hmm
makes sense.
could they still make one without pops, or is that not doable?
I think they could, but I don't think it would be the same.
hmm
I
Okay.
think it could, but I don't think it would be the same. I think there's a lot of people who wouldn't watch it just because he's not in it.
Yeah,
Like for me,
Yeah, it
like
would.
I still haven't watched the new Black Panther just because Chadwick Boseman's not in it.
yeah.
I'm
So
watching it.
hmm
I've heard great things about it, but I have no desire to see Black Panther without Black Panther.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind of hard.
I'm surprised the Fast and the Furious is making another one. Like,
Oh man, they just be running with theirs.
Bro, don't even get me
those,
started on
those
Fast
actors,
They
and
be
acting
just
Furious. Don't even get me
like they're
what
started.
broke or something.
these fools
No,
have been to
bro.
space and back
No,
though. These fools
no,
been
bro.
to where else can they go?
Bro, no, bro. No,
When they
bro.
started flying cars through buildings, I was like, okay, y'all.
No. Not even flying cars
Yeah,
through
they just
buildings. When
go.
they all turned into martial arts experts. Y'all supposed to be
Yeah,
car thieves. How do y'all motherfuckers train in weaponry and martial arts experts? Like,
yeah,
how? Motherfucker. Y'all were just car thieves 2 movies ago. Now you just fucking weapon experts and demolition and martial arts experts and computer hackers. How? When did
yeah,
this happen?
yeah,
And
They
the
got the
first one, I think it was part two.
they went on Wish and got them damn gadgets. B.
The one in part two, Tyrese had just got out of jail and he was supposed to be like a car thief or whatever.
mm,
And he didn't know
hmm
kung fu and shit. Him and the dude Brian got in a fist fight and they just looked like two regular dudes fighting. They were tackling and tussling. Then in the new movies, these motherfuckers is fucking people up, disarming motherfuckers and they weapons experts. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
You're car
hmm
thieves. Like, what the my bruh.
Even Luda's fight scene was kind of a little sus.
Right. Like I'm okay with like people that are not like actually like kung fu action people doing action movies, but that's if the character is that.
Yeah,
You can't go
hmm
from you're a computer hacker and a car thief to now you're fucking special forces training.
yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
Like, when did they learn how to drive tanks?
Yeah.
How many tanks were you drag racing in the streets?
Hey, if you know how to drive a Civic, you know how to drive a tank, bro.
That's pretty much what they're saying.
They got the same clutch. They got the same clutch.
Bro, it's just, I don't know. They just went way too far to me.
And even with the
Then
main
Doc,
character passing and everything like that, how they, I mean, you thought maybe okay that was the last one, and then they just still like, nope, no,
they just churned them out.
we got a spinoff for you too.
Yeah.
Bruh, they just spitting them out.
Yeah.
Like, fast as you can blink, here comes another one. And they get more nonsensical every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Every
stupid.
movie. Because the first 8 movies only talk about family is everything. I protect my family. My family's this. My family's that. You mean to tell me for 8 movies you had a brother and you ain't never once mentioned this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody called him up for all the barbecues y'all have outside the house? Nobody called this nigga?
They ain't fuck with him like that.
Nobody wishes nigga happy birthday, a Christmas card,
No,
nothing?
hell no.
No pictures of him in the house and none of the movies?
Yeah.
Now
They
all of a
was turned
sudden,
down.
everybody got a picture of him. Mia pulling out a picture. Oh, we remember him. Like, what the fuck? Where was all these pictures at before? Like,
They don't talk about Bruno ass.
oh, bro, excuse me, bro. Oh man, that's definitely you don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Yo, that was just so crazy to me, bro. That was just like, no, bro. Then I can't remember which one it was. It was one I went to see with my ex because she liked him. But this nigga, fucking Dom, got blown up in a parking garage and walked out of the shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that scene.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Is this nigga superhuman?
Yeah.
This nigga walked out of a parking garage. The whole structure collapsed on this nigga, and he walked out that motherfucker. His teeth didn't even have a rip in the bitch.
How about the scene?
Damn,
Where,
this nigga t-shirt go hard.
how about
T-shirt go hard.
where I think it was in 5, where the chick was flying out of the car and he crashed his car
And grabbed out the.
and caught her.
Bruh, stop it, bruh. Stop it right now.
Like-
Stop it. He caught her mid-air,
And rolled
went
gracefully.
off a bridge, flew over a bridge, and landed on the car perfectly, and only cracked the windshield. No broken bones, no cuts, no scratches, nothing. Just, oh, I got you. Don't worry, I always got you. What the fuck? Nigga, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Bro, but that parking garage scene, that did it for me. I was done.
No, what's that?
The
What
scene
kind
you
of shirt
talking
that
about,
fool
I
had
think the
on?
one you talking about in 5, I think that was part 5, the one you talked about where he flew out the car and caught her in the air.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy, but I'm like, okay, maybe by the grace of God, he landed on the hood of the car, he didn't die. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's stretching, but maybe. But the parking garage, I'm dead.
Yeah.
The parking garage scene, I'm gonna tell you how dead I was. I was with my ex at the time. I told her, I said, I'll be right back. I got up out the movie theater, went outside, smoked a cigarette, lingered outside for about another 20, 30 minutes before I went back in the movie. When I went back in, the end scene was coming up, and I'm like, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm like, I cannot. This nigga, our parking garage collapsed on this
Yo.
nigga. He just walked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I said, there's no fucking way, bro. Now, if they made it like the one with The Rock and Jason Statham, where they were fighting Idris Elba, he was like part cyborg type shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If all them niggas was like that, I'd be with it.
Yeah.
I'd be so with it. Cause don't get me wrong, the movie is action packed.
Yeah.
But there's no way you tell me humans are doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas don't get scratched, they don't bleed, nothing. Like, what the fuck?
It's expert thieves, nigga.
Bruh, these niggas don't bleed, yo. These niggas don't bleed. I'm like,
Thieves.
they
They
don't
steal
bleed.
your blood, B.
Like, nigga, how do you? This nigga rolled his car. He rolled his car Which one was that where he rolled the car? He had the souped up Charger, and he rolled that bitch like 10 times in the street, and then kicked the door open and just climbed out the bitch.
I feel like that was like 6 or 7.
It was one of the more recent ones, but I don't know which one it was. But he rolled the car like 6 or 7 times and just kicked the door off and got out the bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? No scratches, no broken bone, not getting up like, fuck, like, damn, fucked up. Nothing. He
That
just got
shit
out the
sells,
bitch.
man. That
We
shit
always take
sells.
care of family. Like,
Yo,
nigga, get the
there's a
fuck
dude
out of
out.
here,
There's a
man.
dude.
Where's my
There's a
Corona?
dude out there who sees that scene. He's like, "Yo, I'm telling you, it could happen like this if you just hit it the right way like that, and you just kick it. You just, I promise you can get out."
Then
I bet you
this
it's
is
a dude that be
the
just like that.
craziest shit. The craziest shit about the movies is this nigga Dom's already talking about family and family that we so family orientated. I fuck with my family. Don't you cross my family, I'm gonna fuck you up type shit. The nigga Jason Statham blew the Asian nigga up in one of the movies. You remember he blew him up at the end of the movie, and then they was just kicking it with this nigga. They had him over the house at the barbecue, kicking it with the nigga. Like this nigga blew this nigga up. First of all, how is he still alive when you blew this nigga up?
Yeah, that was a curveball when they did that. Brought him back.
Right? This nigga was in the car on the ground going, no. This nigga threw the shit back, blew the nigga up, then called him on the phone like, yeah, I just fucked your man's up, come to get you, bitch.
Yeah.
Hold the phone up, and then you at this nigga at the barbecue, nigga. How the fuck?
This nigga show up with potato salad.
I'm curious. I'm curious what other actors they're gonna try to throw in this new one.
Yeah, they gonna throw somebody in there, but you know, no, that's what what's McCall supposed to be in it. Fuck, I can't think of the dude's name. The dude that played Aquaman.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Some Momoa or something.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in it. But I'm like, bro, they just, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't like that. Like, hate on movies for no reason, but like, it shouldn't just be too much for me, man. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be so over the top, man.
Yeah.
For no reason, man. For no reason. Like, I feel like the first one was watchable.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like the first one was that great. It was just a remake of Point Break.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Basically, that's what it was. It's a remake of Point Break.
Yeah.
With cars
Right.
instead of surfboards. They were just car peoples instead of surfers. Same movie.
Right.
If you really think about it, it's the same movie.
Yeah.
We
Dude fucks
gonna
around with them, falls in love with the dude's sister, turns his back on the cops, let the bad guy get away, and then the movie goes off. That's the movie in a nutshell. That's
Yeah.
Point Break in a nutshell. Just instead of surfboards, they were car guys.
Yeah.
Word.
And then they just got crazy after that, man. They just got so crazy.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap that up. We're gonna get into another podcast soon. I'm feeling this flow, man. You guys like
Yeah.
this group up here, man? This group was kind of
Yeah.
tight, man.
I'm
I
digging
like
it.
that. We need to start rocking out, come up with another schedule. So appreciate it,
Oh, but before we go though, bro,
everybody out there watching.
you
You guys got
you
any
gotta
set off
check
and
out
peace
the
outs?
you gotta check out the happening, bro.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta check it out. You gotta check it- Bro, just to
Should I
see,
really? Should I really
bro,
watch
just
it?
to see Mark Wahlberg trying to talk educated, bro, you gotta check it out, bro. And then he's got like, bro, he's got like sixth grade
Yo, that's
boy.
so.
He got like this sixth grade picture haircut,
Yeah.
like the sixth grade white kid haircut. And he's like got this button up shirt on with his fucking sleeves rolled up. Bro, it's fucking
Hey,
hilarious, bro.
does he talk like Charlie when he tries to do the Goodwill Hunting scene?
Bro, worse, bro. Somehow the movie went from
how
this,
you like those apples and
it went from this horrific horror movie in the first like 30 minutes to like the worst comedy movie you ever seen, bro. It's
Yeah.
bro, it's
No,
painful to watch him try to talk intelligent, bro. It's painful. And there's no knock on Wahlberg. I'm not saying he's a dumb person in real life or anything like that. Because I don't know the guy. But what I'm saying is that's not the role for him, bro.
Out of his lane.
It's way out of his lane, bro. Way
I
out of
don't
this level.
know. All right, bros. I'll catch you guys
All right,
next
y'all.
time, man.
All
Thanks for
right, bro. It was
watching,
good meeting
guys.
you, bro.
Good
Forever
meeting,
kick it.
man. All right, we're gonna do another one, man, and stay tuned. Peace.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.
Peace.